making fun of them. Anyway, it's the amount of money that Twitter makes, right? Like, let's just be honest here. Elon Musk is turning Twitter to be like a medieval movie where people shout for execution and everybody can say whatever they want. It's Hitler's birthday. I think that really, like, I remember this happened a couple of weeks ago because it was Hitler's birthday. Man, there's a lot of people that like Hitler now. Have you guys noticed that? I'm being 100% serious. Way more than a few years. Huh? Not really. No, no. Ago, like, that's wild. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. No. Everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought I was stupid. And there were like some people that were agreeing. Some were a lot of people agreeing with me, right? Group has grown by, like, people are saying no. A lot of people are saying no. 300%. Come on, you can't still be mad. The little guy, yeah, it's good crazy. He's jumping new platforms. They have Twitter, edgy Twitter trolls. Yep. I knew. Even then. And they were angry at me for knowing and speaking the truth, but I still said it. There's been a lot of them. Yeah, Yi really grew the Adolf camp? Yeah, maybe. A lot of Adolf enjoyers. His speeches get millions of views on YouTube. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, like, I think that that's for a historical reason. That's right. Let them expose themselves. Yeah, and so with Nick getting unbanned. Anyway, so I said this, and then, oh, here's another point right here. I explicitly say that Hassan is not an extremist that's comparable to Nick Fuentes. And Kanye, yeah, something like that. Hassan, I don't know if Hassan's really, that's a pretty big stretch, right? But the point is that
multiverse offers endless possibilities. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Guys,
is that a low-level
what are you gonna do?
I'm picking up on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, guys? It's just, I mean, it's just sad, isn't it? So I just want to go ahead and show you guys that the video that Hassan is mauling out about and he's getting angry about is a video that its name was changed in order to make fun of the people that were mad that we categorized Nick Fuentes as that thing. It was also a video where I accurately predicted the rise of support of Hitler. This was over 1 year ago. And this is also at the exact same time that I defended Hassan in that exact video. And everything that I said in that video has come to pass. That's right.
No, my baby!
That's right. So it's incredible that somebody can be wrong that many times. Wow. That's crazy. And anyway, we'll go back. We'll go to the rest of it. Oh, this is him. By the way, this is the individual who said that I have never defamed or said anything like this about Asmund. Now I'm being referred to as Nazi gold, okay? That's right.
I suck.
Okay.
Some uninvited.
Daddy needs help.
Maximum pulse!
Remember, Nazi gold is not a Nazi. Elon unbanned
armed and dangerous!
Mildly right-leaning political commentator Nick Fuentes gets unbanned on Twitter. This is the guy that fucking Ethan says is Trump-coded, but not fully on Trump's side, by the way.
Well, that's true that Nick Fuentes is not fully on Trump's side because Nick Fuentes, like, that's true.
Co-op time!
Oh, wait a minute. No, Ethan is talking about me. No, never mind. I thought he was talking about Nick Fuentes. He's talking about me.
Undefeatable! I suck. You're halfway there. Keep going.
You call everyone a Nazi.
We will avenge Your Majesty.
Yeah, mildly right-leaning political commentator Nick Fuentes.
Yes, the entire thing is a joke on his audience, mauling out over at the fact that we said that he was a right-wing, white. I don't know if we used Nazi or white supremacist. I don't remember which one.
Feel the wrath of the goddess! Maximum pulse!
We just changed it again to just the most controversial unban because all of the comments were people getting mad about this. That's all of the comments were people getting mad. That's the end.
For denying the Holocaust.
You shouldn't have changed it. I don't know why. I mean, I let my elders make whatever decisions they want. It's not up to it's not up to me. I don't make a big deal about it. They did nothing wrong, and I'll always defend their actions.
This is real
Then also their actions are my actions, so I am accountable for them. So I'm not trying to displace any accountability that they would have.
armed and dangerous. Again.
Famous for saying white people and black people engaging in miscegenation is akin to white people breeding with animals.
disappeared.
That's what he said. Yeah, mildly right-leaning political commentator Nick Fuentes, famous for denying the Holocaust, famous for saying white people and black people engaging in miscegenation is akin to white people breeding with animals. That's what he said. An actual fucking American neo-Nazi.
What a pair we
So
made.
what does this have to do with me?
At the time, I reached out to Asmongold
Only
when
60
this
seconds
fucking
left.
came out because we had a much better report.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint.
Maximum pulse.
Hardbox while launching attacks and simultaneously refusing to ever talk to me directly.
Always count on me.
By the way, for the record,
Right.
100%, 100%,
This is the other part of the clip.
the moment.
Right, this is the same thing that we saw just a minute ago. So yes, Hassan did message me about that. Let me see what Hassan said.
You're halfway there. Keep going. I like the code.
Yeah. He says, by the way, nice at dorm where no editors hooking abilities, title description. I hope that's right. It's 100% true. Yeah, and then I messaged my editors about it, and then they said that's what happened. Yeah, that's no, that's
We are undefeatable.
very clearly. And I wanted to make sure that was accurate. And yes, he did do that. And whoever watched the show it, there's no reason to show it. I mean, he says it happened. I'm saying it happened. We both said it happened. It happened. And so that's it. For sure. Let's see here.
Armed and dangerous.
We'll go back over.
Again. Again.
You and Asman are the Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless of Undisputed. There's political two streamers of two sides of the same coin. Don't
He's not
ever
gonna
fucking
like
say
this.
some
He's
dumb fuck
not
shit like
happy.
that.
He's not
That
gonna be
basically
happy.
only
He's not.
shows
He's so mad.
that this
Fate
for
is
you is
sealed.
nothing but drama.
Moving again.
This is precisely. Oh god, I'm done. I'm done entertaining this stupidity. And yes, that is fucking stalking.
We will not
It's stalk. Wait, stalking. Wait, who's stalking?
Yeah, we're just two sides of the same coin. As fucking idiotic.
Oh,
This
right.
person doesn't know anything he's talking about, and literally relies.
If I don't know anything that I'm talking about, how is it that I've been able to accurately predict with all
sounds
the
better.
outcomes we have? Maybe Hassan should learn to learn this. He should learn to know less. Because how is it that I've always ended up on the right side of things?
Powers of
And
mine.
I've always been able to know
Pulse.
So if you've known all of these things and you have all of this information and it's not leading you to a position where you're affecting a change in a meaningful way, then what use is the information?
It's on fucking ChatGPT. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Endless well of stupidity here. I'm sorry. Go watch Asmongold. Why are you watching me?
I feel like I'm being watched. The little one hurts.
Thank you.
God damn.
Avengers
Thanks.
forward.
I appreciate that. That's really not what a nice guy.
Goodbye.
Yeah, what a nice gets a +1. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, anyway, I find this to be kind of funny. I mean, here's the thing is that I mean, for, like all things like said and done and everything, he's
We are unbeatable.
about this. I think that should be. Oh, right. Okay, there's one more. There's one more. It's about the DHS clips.
Did the song cover that he's on the news and they might be pulling footage from the interview? Did you cover this already? I hope that you.
Maximum pulse!
What the fuck is this?
Armed and dangerous! Again!
Yeah, we do it correctly.
The funniest thing is,
My word.
they're gonna fucking. I don't even know if the DHS would release this footage because if they do release the footage, it directly shows that I was 100% correct. Obviously, recall is not going to be 100%, but they would never release the full footage because then it would prove that they're actually fucking people, American.
He's poisoning the well, so if the footage gets released and it makes him look bad, then he can say that it was not the entire thing.
Citizens, whether they like Donald Trump or not.
Feeling stronger already. Fire mode.
Do you think the Department of Homeland Security wants that kind of information out there, especially when they didn't actually fucking know?
We are
And by the way,
unbeatable.
I know he'll
I
see
want
this.
no powers of
That we're beyond what was doing and what was reasonable and what was legal acceptable. I will defend it, and I will say it was not fair that they did.
60 seconds
Okay.
left. A nice deep freeze.
Feel Magneto!
Because this is what I own.
Nazi mold, perma banned me for asking why students protesting was bad if they exercise their free speech rights. Yeah,
Big victory.
go ask me about his inconsistencies when it comes to free speech.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. There aren't any, so there's not really a problem there. Yeah. So there's no problems ever, and you know, I've never been inconsistent, right? I mean, pretty consistent. Yes, exactly. And so anyway, and yeah, sorry, statement has much more credibility. Yeah, I guess so. And why these political streamers always tell people to join political content you don't know anything about politics? It's almost like they want to gatekeep it. Yes, exactly. And do you realize he calls you Nazi while supporting Armenian genocide? So this is the really funny thing about me and Hassan. I've never heard Hassan ever support the Armenian genocide, say anything positive about the Armenian genocide, even comment on it, period. So I'm not going to make a statement and say, yeah, that's a great point, because I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not. So I'm not going to just listen to some random chatter, let them dial me up, get me mad, and then start going off on a rant about something that I didn't even see. So no, we're not going to do that. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said about that. I have no idea.
I believe is right.
Yeah, so anyway, that's not my problem. I didn't see it. I don't know if it
30
happened.
seconds before you
And
attack.
anyway,
Get ready.
so that's the way I feel about it. And again, the bar is just don't support terrorist organizations. And by the way, if Hassan wants to come back and say, oh, well, just do you support Israel? No!
Yeah, he sure does. With
No!
interest. Then I must be one from an alternate reality.
Okay.
Sorry, bub.
I don't feel like it's
battle
pretty
starts
fucking
in 5,
consistent, right?
4,
Yes,
3,
what is this?
2, 1.
And so anyway, yeah, no, that's
need to do is
yeah,
capture the
no, I
mission
don't.
area.
And
Got
I don't know what to say. You have to be
After
louder than
all
that.
this
I guess I
time,
might have to
it's
be.
nice to
But
finally
anyway,
have
no,
some
he's been
help
having
saving
a
the
he's been having a
universe.
pretty good time recently, and you know, everything like that. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. He gets very upset about this. I understand it. And I know he takes it really seriously. I know he really cares about these issues. But I hope that he knows that I care about the issues too. And the fact is that what I'm saying is that I think that he actively works against these issues in a lot of cases. I think that he works against these issues, and he does so because he's doing it in an extreme way that alienates people. I think that's the problem. And if he doesn't want to see that, that's fine. But I think time will prove me right.
Anywhere.
Show's over.
Free Diddy? Wait, who said what? Who said free Diddy?
Thank you so much for coming out really quickly to talk about this. So first, I want you to set the stage. The whole scene.
Gotta keep an eye on this spot.
You had almost trouble getting into the courthouse. Talk to us about what you're seeing.
Let's rip this.
A
Oh yeah, I crashed out a little bit this morning, Jesse, thinking I was not about to get inside that courtroom. Just because of how crazy it is. I mean, you can just see the lines just going all the way back.
Yeah, I bet.
It's going all the way back. Just for some people to either want to watch the trial, get a glimpse of the family members coming outside the courtroom, and even as well as see his family members, Brian Steele, Mark Agnifilo, Mark Garrigo playing kind of that defensive advisory type of role. So it's crazy out here. Especially, you know, it's city, it's high profile. Then on top of that, he's facing a lot of time behind bars. You can understand why so many people of the public wanted to be here and wanted to get here super early so that way they could attend. I even heard somebody was standing in line and was auctioning off how much that they would give to somebody else, and that's up to $500 to $600. So that's just a lot of people here. Now, as far as who was inside the courtroom today, still is a lot of famous faces.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
That we are definitely familiar with here at Long Crime. You have Mark Garrigo in the courtroom. Karen Agnifilo, who is the wife of Mark Agnifilo, who's also representing Luigi as well, too. You have Little Rod inside the courtroom today. He's one who had filed one of the most against Diddy as well, too. He came in, probably, I would say,
I am ready to put on a show.
Accused scalpers? Yeah, I guess so.
As well as his attorney was inside that courtroom as well, too. You have all of these children with the exception of his youngest daughter, inside that courtroom. So that's Lee Brown, Christian Combs, Delilah Combs, Jesse Combs. Chance's mother was inside that courtroom. Diddy's mother was inside that courtroom. The daughter of Diddy's youngest daughter was inside that courtroom. And then you have the twins' caregiver, who is also best friends with Kim Porter, just opening statements just to get this jury selected because it went down from 43 to 18 today. And so a lot of people were inside that courtroom.
By the eye of Agamotto!
A little bit of what we were expecting today, but it's crazy out here.
And I would encourage everybody to check out what you're posting on X, Twitter. Because earlier today you actually posted that you saw Rodney Lil Rod Jones, one of the first people to sue Sean Combs. He was outside the courthouse. Who would end up going up during the course of the trial. Talk to us about the jury. Who is this jury? What can you tell about how they're reacting so far to opening statements? I mean, NBC has reported you have one juror who's a 69-year-old male, another juror who's a 31-year-old male, another one 51-year-old male, you have a 42-year-old female. You have different numbers to them, but what are you saying based on the jury? What's the makeup? How are they?
Does it fucking matter? I mean, this guy's getting locked up. It doesn't matter. Like, you could give... Bro, you could get 5 random people, 8 random people, and
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
How are they reacting to the opening statements?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it's kind of a hard question to ask, or answer, I should say, just because of where I was sitting inside the gallery. It was really hard to kind of see every single one of their faces when both sides were presenting opening statements.
Yeah.
But what I did see from being inside that gallery was some people jotting notes, some people just very much intently listening to
I may be powered by
the prosecution as well as to Garrigos for the defense. But as far as the makeup goes, I kind of just took their jury numbers and compared them to the notes that I took last week when I was here for jury selection. You have one who's a scientist, one whose brother is a security guard, who knew Diddy was arrested.
Did he acted alone? No, and I don't care about this case at all until Diddy starts naming names. That's what my real opinion is about it. I mean, like, I think it's like, it's just so obvious that he's guilty, right? I mean, it's like the Bill Cosby thing. Like, oh, one person comes out against Bill Cosby. You know, like, it was 40 years ago, who knows? 2 people come out against Bill Cosby. Oh, well, you know, it's famous. Sometimes these happens to people. 3 people come out about Bill Cosby. Well, that's kind of weird. 4 people come back about Bill Cosby. Yeah, listen to that stand-up. That is kind of a weird joke. 7 people come out about Bill Cosby. Oh, wow. Whoa, what's this? And you're up to like 40 or something like that. Uh-oh. You know, things aren't looking too good. And so I feel this way with Diddy too, right? Is that with this many people, this many examples, 1,000 pounds of baby oil, bro, this dude's... But we all know everybody actually going to get the names of the people that were related to this to hold them accountable as well. That is what I want to know. That is what I want to see. Never? No, guys. I think we will. We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. People like this. We're not talking about Bill Clinton. Okay, like, this is like a mountain next to a molehill. Like, yes, obviously the people in the Epstein list, a lot of them are going to get away because they're heads of state and they're fucking billionaires. These are just movie stars. If you think that there's even a remote clout comparison between a movie star and a president of a country, this is not even close.
For now.
But didn't know the charges. You have one person who's part of a union job. He works for the Department of Corrections. Another person who is now retired, but previously...
I don't think he'll need to. I think the video, because he said they recorded so much of this stuff. I don't think he's gonna need to flip. They're gonna have the evidence for it. It's gonna be just play the tape, right?
To work at Verizon. You had another person who's a friend as a detective.
It's hard to say, but
security
it sure
guard.
seems interesting.
But, you know, as far as the defense was kind of making their objections today as far as jury selection goes, and, you know, just kind of the objections they made that, you know, the government was striking 7 black...
Objection, we can't have this jury member on the jury. This person is against sexual assault and rape. I think this would be biased against our case. So I'd like to recommend the court to look for a new person who isn't as biased against sexual assault.
Jurors, that type of thing. There were still last jurors that are going to be serving on this panel who are going to be making these types of decisions going into those deliberations. So from what I saw, the jury makeup as a whole,
mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Group of men and women of all different ages.
I can heal you.
Shut up. Shut up and go back to selling water. Shut up, you idiot. What are you doing?
Decisions going into those deliberations. So from what I saw, the jury makeup as a whole really was a diverse group of men and women of all different ages, all different walks of life.
Here's commentary.
Is being a black man? Oh my God! What is wrong with you? Stop! This is not. He's guilty of being black. Like what?
I'm ready to put on a show.
Obviously, when it comes to this case, but Elizabeth, you know, we counted up right now. I believe
he's actually. You guys might not know this, but that was actually his interview for being part of Diddy's jury. Yeah, the Diddy case is going to see them, and the defense is going to see him, and they're going to try to bring him on the jury now.
As we're looking into this, we're counting up how many men there are. There's 8 men.
No, never mind. That
Leave
was
the
his
magic to
lawyer.
the grown-ups, Leon.
4 women on this jury, all different ages. None of them younger than 30 years old. Take that for what it is. A little bit of older individuals as well. But I think it's really interesting when you talk about what we saw today with opening statements, right? And by the way, just to reiterate something that you mentioned before, the first
Last time I went to jury, they interviewed me. They were like, "Can you uphold the law?" I said, "No. I'm just gonna look at them. I tell you right now, if they're guilty, I just look at them." And they're like, "Are you being serious?" I said, "Yeah, I'm being serious." Yeah, you just look at them, you know if they did it or not. That's it. Yeah, I wasn't even lying, right? Like 9 times out of 10, you just look at them, you know they did it.
we heard from the defense today was saying that the prosecution, they raised what's called a Batson challenge.
Wouldn't they kick you?
To
Yeah,
their
they kicked me
preemptory
off.
challenges saying you're
I got
striking
kicked off.
jurors based on race, which is improper. The judge didn't side with it. They got a jury.